And another day back here again. I think that actually shared today. Hopefully it did. How's everybody doing? Nothing major. Super excited we can start diagnosing some more stuff. A legit brand name, I don't know about it, but I don't need the latest and greatest from whatever repair YouTube person uses. I just needed a power supply. We got 0 to 30 volts, so a little bit useful. If we combine it with the sketchy power supply that I had the other time, which is what, 32 or 8, what is it, 32 or 36 volts, or 18 if you split it, each rail on it, we could go up to possibly what, 52 or 48 volts. So or wait, is my math wrong? My math is wrong. So it's 32, 64, or maybe like 52, 58, I don't know, somewhere in there. Anyhow, we're not going to get to this today, although it is exciting. We can start making some magic smoke come out of stuff with that. We're going to go quick. Not much time left for today. It's actually hot in here. I hope the heat isn't on. Here's what we got. Another victim on the bench. We've got an iPhone 6s Plus. Let's get all that crap out of the way. And we'll go get 2 of our little lovely mouse pads. One to work on it and one to hold the screws, hopefully. Okay. First we got to see if we can get this thing turned off. No, it's okay, so it still does have somewhat touch functionality. We'll shut it down and pull that SIM card. Got to keep a close eye on the clock though, because we got work tonight. Got work here very shortly. Ooh, AT&T, I'm definitely a fan, whoever you are. I have AT&T service, only mine's AT&T Straight Talk. So, alright, we need what? Our pentalobe. Will our old one work? It seems as Apple changed them somewhere along the way, but I really don't think they did. This website went through a tough time where you couldn't order anything for quite a while, but iPhone 4 parts is where I used to buy a lot of my stuff. However, I don't buy so much of it there anymore. You can get it usually anywhere, but they were one of the good places that you could actually buy something, and it would ship with a Phillips that was compatible with the screws inside of iPhone 4s at the time, and then also that tricky pentalobe screwdriver after they switched the bottom ones here from Phillips over to pentalobe, which seems like ages ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. We need a cold drink, something other than coffee, so I'm going to grab this shake here and waste valuable time where we could be getting our hands dirty. Is that out of the way enough? Let's hope. Okay. The phone is powered down. If we hit the button, no light up on the screen. We're not going to hit the power button. That would, I think, hurt us in the long run. Yeah, the tip of this pentalobe here is a little worn out. Let's switch over to that. The tip on this one is a little worn out. It looks like it is going to wind it out though ultimately, so let's go ahead and do that. work. So when these are wound down tight like that and they don't want to come out because it seems like they're just spinning in place, what I found is usually the case, more often than not, is that somebody has been inside that iPhone previously. And yeah, it's coming up kind of easy unless the glass is pulling loose on the frame, which that could be the case also. Give me a moment. Hi there.
Howdy.
How can I help you?
I need some faxing.
Faxing?
Yeah.
Okay, give me one sec here, bud. Faxing, faxing, faxing. Line, and that's the extension. Alright, what do you got there? 2 papers? Oh, you're Dean.
Yeah.
Alright, Dave got them papers down to you then, I take it.
Yep.
Alright, and where do these need to go to?
We need to go to... Right there's the number. Right there.
Okay, the fax number?
Yep.
44325 7. That's easy. 7444. Let's hit start. There's that back. We'll let that go ahead and feed them through there. They're probably going to fall. I need to turn that shelf back around the right way. Actually, I think I'll do that now, if possible.
Christmas is over.
Yeah, it was going to be an everything tree. One of those. We'll keep it kind of as an everything tree, you know?
Yeah.
No problem with that. So there's one page. That went right on through. And we'll wait on this other one to go through. And we'll get you on your way.
What do I owe you? I didn't pay for them papers either.
I think it's just... Yeah, I can't see the sign. It's on the outside. Ah, $2. I'm not going to charge you for having them faxed in.
Give you $4 because he ran the whole way down there.
All right, bud. Well, thank you. Here's your pages back. There's those. And we'll wait on it to print up a confirmation report. And there it goes.
Busy?
Always.
Always.
Always. Every day. Anything else, let us know.
Alright, I will.
Alright. Long story short, that there guy called and said he was going to have some stuff faxed here. And sure enough, some stuff showed up, and I went to the other job, so he didn't get a chance to stop in and grab it. And I hate popping these out of here. He had, there it is, that's what I wanted. He missed me here, and then he came back earlier, because I had to taken the papers with me, so, yeah. But the papers got with owner, and all was well. I want to look at my part here. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do all this today, because we got to swap over the small components. 428, yeah, I don't think we're going to do it in 10 minutes. We'll go as far as we're capable of doing in a short amount of time. How's that? We'll see how far we can ride this cart down the road. How's that sound? Oh, so that, yeah, not being fair, you don't want to pop out with the rest of the screen, eh? Don't worry, get in line, we'll make you great again too. Think you all could stand a little closer. Just don't bump into me and we'll be good. So whenever you're pulling the display out of these, there is a little plastic I just ripped my finger on my glove. There is a little plastic frame that goes on the back of the phone that can be a pain, like the glass will pull off of it sometimes. Okay, and I think we're in. Let's get the phone over here. We got our new part. We'll put it back in the box temporarily. Keep that safe over there. We need a Phillips, and these screws you don't want to mix up. I'm not 100%. I don't know if the long screw problem is down here or up here on the iPhone 6s Plus. I know with the iPhone 5s, I think it's up here, this one right here. And I've talked about that before. That's where a screw that's long and other goes in and cuts traces on the motherboards, and all of a sudden you don't have backlight on your phone on some models, and then other models it's a different symptom. Point being, when you take these screws out of their location, don't mix them up. Make sure you know exactly where they go. Put them on something else where they're not going to move around. So we have our, I even lost one of them already. We lost one of our pen labs. It's alright, we'll find it with the magnet. Thought I heard it. Or is it sticking to the phone because the phone has magnets in it? Possibly. I don't know. We have got a box of those, so if all else fails, we'll get them out of it. And that is just broken glass. That's no fun on the fingers. Give me a moment here while I look for it. I'm great at losing screws. If anybody hasn't noticed that yet, I'm pretty skilled at pretty much everything I work on, either dropping or misplacing a screw. At least non-vital ones. Like the vital ones, the one that's too long and you don't want to put in to the wrong spot. Those ones I usually don't misplace. Alright, moving on. We'll find that later. Alright, so we've got our top right, and it's not playing nice. Got it. Top right screw. Top left, and this is for the display assembly. And before I go much further, we're going to go ahead and pull the battery, which on this one, where is the battery? It's under this plate here. These ones we don't want to mix up either. I always try, anytime you're working on one of these blasted, wonderful, magical phones, try to not mix up the screws. Because when you turn it back on, it doesn't function the way it should with just a normal part replacement. You're going to be real sad that you mix the screws up. Let's go ahead and pop that off with something plastic, not metal. Anytime you're prying in these, just to be safe, take and use something plastic. Use your fingernail to do any prying that you might want to. Alright, our battery comes up and plugs in there. And what time are we at? 4:33. We've got a few more minutes. Like I said, I don't think... And when you're prying, be careful, because right under where the battery and where other connectors connect, there are small components that you're not going to see unless you're looking under a microscope. And yeah, you don't want to pry one of them loose from a motherboard. Then you got to send it out to somebody that specializes in that repair, and that can be a little costly. Ooh, I did the dumb thing and took out something I don't think I need to. Let's put that back now, so we're not confused later on. Alright, so that was a screw from another part of the phone. Now we're taking out the top right one. And it's a long one. So all you need is a pentalobe screwdriver and then a Phillips, I think triple PH 000. So what do we need to remove here? Yeah, I'm almost certain this phone has already had the screen replaced one other time due to how smashed the foam is on these ribbon cable connectors. And that one I don't think we needed. Are those out? And they is. Okay, we've got that much out of the way. So let's spend the rest of the time today without going much further than this. Kind of excited about the power supply too, so I think I've said that already, but really can't wait to start diagnosing stuff. Letting the ghost out of some electronics, that magic smoke. When it's no matter what color that smoke is, it's gonna smell bad, and you know that whatever is possibly not turning on. So we're gonna have to replace a pentalobe screw that went AWOL. That's fine. Make sure it's not in the phone, even though I didn't have the phone open. I was flipping around and prying. So most screens, when you get them, I guess you could buy them with the small parts, like the camera and stuff attached. But usually, any of the ones I've ever done, I've always had to swap over. It's cheaper to get them when they don't have the camera and everything included. And that's the same with this one. We've got to swap over. 4:36. We've got a few more minutes. Let's see what. Don't want to race. How much do we have to? Oh yeah, we have to flip over. Yeah, no time. Okay, so, and this will be continued later. After I'm done working, I'm gonna go ahead and come back down to the studio, and we're gonna go over the rest of this. Basically, pulling these screws out of the side here, moving this metal plate over, and we have to move the home button over, as well as the speaker, the front facing camera, ambient light sensor, proximity sensor, and I think the speaker, and one other thing that I can never remember the name of. We will get to that later though. As for right now, I'm going to go ahead and clean up and get out of here and get on the way to the actual day job. Alright, can we have nobody move this stuff? Do you think we can leave it set here and it not be touched? I don't know. I don't know, but I don't want to find out. So maybe we should spend a minute and move it. Safe practice. Oh, way to go, Nick. Not even 5 minutes into your repair and you lose one of the pentalobe screws. That's okay. Like I said, we've got a bunch, no big deal. More than likely it's on the bench. However, I'm not seeing it. Wherever it may have went, I definitely do not see it setting here. If anybody saw where it went, please tell me. No, just kidding. I won't get the message in time, and it's not going to be beneficial for today. this is more or less just to get this started. I usually split repairs up unless I have a lot of time into multiple videos. Yeah. So, and that's how this is going to be. We'll come back with the second part of this later on. And let me put this over here. I'm going to trust that that'll stay there. Let's see. Just in case they don't stay, I think we'll tape them down. No, you know what? I'm not getting that overcautious. They'll stay. Anyhow, I got to clean up and get to the other job. I got about 6 minutes left till I got to leave. Have a good afternoon, a good evening. It's a fairly nice day out there. If you're in central Pennsylvania, if you're somewhere else, well, I don't know what your weather is. So, yeah, enjoy. And tune back in later for the rest of this. We will finish this iPhone 6s Plus. It's just a screen replacement, real simple. Move the small parts over. There's many tutorials on YouTube, but hey, I do my own thing here, and as I do it, I like to broadcast it. So, have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are when you're watching this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.